I came as the prodigal child. I had fallen and I didn't know where to go or what to do. There was a point in my life where I depended on society to do what it had been doing for me for the longest, public aid and all the other things. And so when they finally released me, I had no means of support. So then I began to seek out something outside of myself, and Olive Branch was one of my options. Now, mind you, when I came in, I was not a child of God. I was not God conscious. I just needed something to do to survive. But I came in, I found God, I found God's people, I found myself in the long run. And here I am. I don't even know how many years later. I came in 1998. I graduated, I'm an alumni of 1999. And I've been around ever since. I am a bookkeeper here, and it goes way back because I've worked at the other building, 6310 South Claremont, on every floor. I did some of everything here and there until my boss brought me over to work in the accounting department, and I've been here ever since. And from that point to this point, I've become active in the church. I'm a Sunday school teacher, and just trying to help get the word out any way I can. The heartbeat of this ministry is God. You know, we can give ourselves credit for all the things that we think we're accomplishing in life, but you're not doing nothing if you're not focused on who made it all possible. You know, this building wouldn't be here. The building on 6310, the building at 6310 would not be there if God had not preordained all of this to be. So God's vision for us is just to grow, to get the word out. There is so much helplessness, and people don't know, people are not learning as much as they could about how to survive. And the first thing I would have to say to anybody that's struggling with anything is that you gotta admit you got a problem, and you gotta wanna come out of it. Because if you don't, you just, first of all, playing with God, and then you're playing with yourself. Every way possible. You guys, there's radio, there's preachers, there's ministers, there's knowledge about what can happen in somebody's life if they want change. If you want transformation, you have got to seek it out. It doesn't come to you, it doesn't knock on your door. You have got to want to change. So the Lord is just advancing us to move forward, to do the things that we need to do, so that, we have until Jesus Christ come back to get it right. Discipleship, it means going out, preaching the word. It means letting the word go forward. It means doing what you have to do to save souls to heaven. The people that come to Olive Branch Mission, whether they know it or not, are just hopeless. Because for you to need to come to Olive Branch Mission says that there's something in your life that you have no control over. It says that you need something bigger than yourself to help you. And so to just come here, whether it's to be in the shelter program, to be in the program where the guys come in at night, or to be in the young men program that are released from prison, or to, and I wish they would bring it back because it saved my life, a women's program. All these programs together make Olive Branch Mission a place of transformation, a place of you not finding Jesus because he's not lost. You admitting to yourself that there's something out there bigger than you that can help you. The founding date is 1867, I believe. Yes, 1867. And these great women, we had a skit one time at one of our plays, and I was actually Rachel. And it was so endearing to see that these women would go to brothels, and they would go to places where people would get together, congregate and drink and hang out and do all that kind of stuff. And they would pull the women out to help them start some kind of lifestyle, such as sewing or making something that can be sold so that they can get back into society and be a productive member. So it's great what God did with these women all those many years ago, and it goes on. It did not stop, so you know it has to be God ordained. All you got to do is want to, first of all, want some help, and it's out there. It's a telephone call away. It's I don't know how to say anything more than it's a telephone call away, not unless you're involved with some a doctor or some sort, somebody that's going to get you connected up. It's just like any other program that needs help. Okay, if you're interested in helping somebody, if you have the funds available, then you know the right thing to do is to give, so that, first of all, let me say this, God blesses us to be a blessing to somebody else. So if you have, and you have abundantly, it's just right to give any way you can to whatever association you feel would benefit from it. Volunteers come from the goodness of their heart. God has touched their hearts to make them want to come and be available to help someone, not that's lesser than themselves, but the fact that they want to give as much back as possible, because everybody doesn't have money. Sometimes just giving of your time, you know, sharing and being a part of is one of the best things, best ways of giving back. I love it. I love it. I don't think I could have went to any other organization or company and found as much peace. That's the main thing God gave me back. That's the main thing I needed in my life. A woman of age, I needed peace. And when He gave me peace in my heart and in my mind, then I gave back 100%, 110 or whatever. I love it here. I love being a part of. I love knowing that I'm given what God has given to me so freely. But if you're out there and you're struggling with anything, it does not have to be drugs, alcohol. It can be abuse. It can be anything that's an affliction to your mind and your body. Anything that takes your peace away. You got to know, first of all, that if you want some help, something bigger than yourself, you got to seek out something bigger than yourself. And there's nothing in this world bigger than God. And whether you know it or not, whether you are God conscious or not, there's no way you're going to get help outside of God, because God is the creator of all things. And if He is the creator of all things, even the things that are bad, He created them, and He'll help you through them. He'll do for you what you cannot do for yourself.
If you know of a ministry that we need to know about, please give us a call, 888-641-8606, or take a look at our website, revelationstv.org.